Hello students. So today in this part I am going to start a new chapter, that is circle. So before we moving into the chapter and solving some problem, let us discuss some terms related with the circle. So the first is, what is circle? A circle is the collection of all those points in a plane, each of which is at a constant distance from a fixed point in that plane. In a circle, there is a fixed point which is called the center of the circle, and the fixed distance which is called as the radius of the circle. So keeping the center fixed, if we draw a curve whose distance from a fixed point is remains the same is called a circle. Here we need to remember that all radii, this is the plural form of radius, of a circle are equal. Now, what is interior and exterior of a circle? Now, there is a circle whose center is O and the radius is OP. Now, if you calculate the distance OP, if there is a point whose distance is greater than radius, then we can say that the point is outside the circle or exterior of a circle. If we consider a point inside the circle, so we calculate the distance from the center to that point, and if it is less than radius, we can say that the interior of a circle. Now the next one is chord. Chord is line joining any two points of a circle. Diameter, it is the longest chord, or you can say line joining any two points of a circle passing through the center is called diameter, and you know that diameter is equal to 2 into radius. Second is a line which meets a circle in 2 points. Now if you see the difference, chord, diameter, these two lines meeting the circle in 2 points, but this second is intersecting the circle at 2 points. Now arc, it is a part of a circle, it is a part of a circumference. Now it is denoted by arc PQ, or you can simply write arc PQ. Now this arc is of two kinds, one is called minor arc, another is called major arc. Minor arc means arc less than one half of the whole arc of a circle. Like this example, PQ is minor arc. It basically depends on the length of the arc, and another arc PQ, this part is called as a major arc, where greater than one half of the whole arc, then it is called as a major arc. What is sector? It is a part of the plane region enclosed by an arc. Now you can see the sector, it is a part of an arc and its two bounding radii. These two radius, that means it is an area enclosed by arc and two radius. So this is called the sector. Now depending upon its area, it is again two kind. One is called the minor arc and another one is called the major sector or minor sector. In case of a sector, you can remember it is an arc and two radii, bounding radii, but segment is, it is a region divided by, circular region divided by the chord. Now this is a chord, so this is the area. Depending upon its area, we divide it into two parts. One is called minor segment, another is called the major segment. Part of the circular region containing the minor arc, and it is a part of the circular region containing the major arc. Now angle subtended by an arc. The angle subtended by the two bounding radii of an arc of a circle at the center of a circle. So angle subtended by an arc. So consider an arc PQ. Now take the extreme point of the PQ and join this with a point on the circumference of the circle. So you can see PRQ is an angle, it is made by the arc on the circle. Now you can join the extreme point of the arc PQ with the center. This is the center of the circle. So there is an angle formed P, suppose OQ. So this is the angle subtended by arc at the center. If the angle is made at the center, then we can say that angle is made by the arc at the center or on the circle. This is our first theorem. A straight line drawn from the center of a circle to bisect a chord which is not a diameter is at right angle to the chord. In a simple language, we can say that there is a chord PQ, a line is drawn from the center which bisect the chord. That means PR is equal to RQ. If the line drawn from the center bisect the chord, then it should be perpendicular to the chord. That means we need to prove that OR is perpendicular to PQ. Now we join OP and OQ. There are two triangles. We need to prove these two triangles are congruent to each other. Congruent to each other, that means we consider the triangle ORP and ORQ, where OP is equal to OQ because these are the radii of the same circle. OR is common side and PR is equal to RQ. So you can see that these two triangles are congruent by SSS rule. Now by CPCT these two angles are equal. Now but the sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. That means each angle is equal to 90 degree. This proves that OR is perpendicular to PQ. Now this is the converse of the last theorem. In the last theorem it is said that if the line drawn from the center bisects the chord, then it is perpendicular. Now in this theorem it is given that the perpendicular to a chord from the center of the chord bisect the chord. That means if you join a line, if it is perpendicular to chord, then it will bisect the chord. That means we need to prove that AP equals to PB. Now we consider the triangle OPA and OPB. In these two triangles, OA is equal to OB, OP equals to common side, and this angle is given as 90. So these two triangles are congruent to each other. By CPCT we can say that AP equals to PB. Moving into the next problem, a chord of length 6 cm is drawn in a circle of radius 5 cm. Calculate its distance from the center of the circle. Now here chord AB is given as 6 cm. So AP equals to PB equals to 3 cm each using the last theorem. Radius is given as 5 cm. So we need to find out OP. So this is a right angle triangle. So we are using the Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem if you apply, then we can say that OP square equals to OB square minus PB square. So it is 5 square minus 3 square, which is equal to 16. Therefore OP equals to 4. That means the distance from the center is 4 cm. Now the radius of a circle is 17 cm. Now you can see OB is given as 17 cm and the length of the perpendicular drawn from its center to a chord is 8 cm. Now this length is given as 8 cm. Now we know that this is perpendicular. So this is a right angle triangle. Use the right angle triangle to find out PB. So if you apply the Pythagoras theorem, you will get PB square equals to 25 into 9. I am using A square minus B square formula. So A plus B, 17 plus 8, 25, 17 minus 8, 9. Therefore PB equals to 15. Therefore AB equals to 2 into PB. That means 2 into 15. That is 30 cm. Thank you student for watching this.